I know it's been a while. No videos. I'm back with Nekopara. Listening to Nuts Death Game.
ありがとうございました。では失礼します。
Alright guys, I'm back. Thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
Understood. Leave it to me. I handed Vanilla some change. Offered the bench to Chocolate. Constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park, the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocolate. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolate's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことはちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラは離れててもご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか？
That's sad. Sucks to live like her. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away tears. She stifled her sobbing, and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. Man, this is sad.
ごめんなさい、主人様。
I didn't do that. I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
Wanna put it that way? I don't really think I'm kind at all. This guy is as kind as could be.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Sorry. Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラを。ご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Oh gosh. Of course I remember that. It was a cold day, half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young, but they couldn't even speak yet. It It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the
シ
past.
ョコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
That had to suck. Definitely do remember that. It was a few days after we brought chocolate and vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. Combination, malnourishment, and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて、声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて。
That's just suck.
助けて、誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。
Gosh.
そしたら
It's alright. I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて。
It's good that cashew took care of them.
不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。
I did not think about it that way. That would suck.
あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。
That's cute. And adorable at the same time.
ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Grammar. I totally grammar. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if would disappear at any moment. Dang, this is getting deep. Those words were so gentle and warm. There were also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お 金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど。
Oh my gosh, so freaking sweet. I wish he doesn't drop them off. I want him to keep them.
お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。
That's sweet.
だからもう一度だけお願いしちゃダメでしょうか。ショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Accept it. Accept it. Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. No! Don't do that. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to innocently believe in me, should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, chocolate and vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness. Of course, I messed up, blame me, roast me, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me, after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. She looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's
私なら
side.
楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Oh gosh. Almost like these eat me. Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。
There it is. Sorry.
それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
You know what? That's what family is all about in the long run. They'll be there when you need them, as long as they're a good family. So, guys, don't give up on your family. That will be the video for today. Put this on a good ending. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later. Bye.